जो मिला तो हो गया मैं काबिल, तू जो मिला तो हो गया सब हासिल, क्योंकि तू धड़कन मैं दिल. I think when I decided to bring joy back in my life, I think that was the moment in which I decided to bring Barkus home. And well, this is our story. Well, I don't know where to begin when it comes to, well, him. This is Barkus for all of you. My story in life began very early. So I started singing very early, and I also started seeing dogs very early in my life. Everybody in our family used to have a family member who was non-human. So I think having a dog was not really something which was unnatural. It was in fact the most obvious thing. When you enter a home, it's supposed to have a dog, right? So that's how everything came together for me while growing up. Like I said, every home I visited had a dog, but mine didn't. I was slightly allergic, maybe, to, that's the right word, in fact, not maybe. I was allergic to dog hair, I was allergic to dog mites and dust. So I couldn't get a dog home. Every time I'd go and see the dog at my chachu's or the dog at my mama's, I would come home and I would be sneezing away. And I was adamant that I have to have a dog. And so my first dog was a Labrador. We named him Raja from the movie Aladdin. And I've always been a fan like that. Every dog or every pet must have a Disney-inspired name. So we called him Raja. And Raja was home only for 3 months, maybe a little less than 3 months, because my allergy shot up and we just couldn't handle it anymore. So he was there for less than 3 months. Few years passed, we tried some medications, and we thought something had worked. So we brought in another dog, again a Labrador, and we named him Polo. Polo too was there for something less than 2 months. And again, my allergies didn't work well with me. In the meantime, we realized that I was focusing a little more on my musical career. So we had to decide whether I would like to focus on that or have a dog. And being the selfish person that I was, I chose my music. I started singing, but at the same time I worked on my allergies. I found a doctor who could actually treat them. We did treat them, and then we brought home our actual first dog. Again, a Disney-inspired name. We called him Stitch. Stitch changed the way I looked at the world. I remember this one time when it was the rainy season, there was a small caterpillar that had walked in through our main door, and Stitch saw the caterpillar, you know, the tiny black one, and he was really curious. He didn't know what to do because this thing is walking around everywhere on our white marble flooring, and you know, it's all, it was unimaginable what he did after, because with his nose, he pushed the caterpillar out of the house, like, you know, inch by inch, so that the caterpillar doesn't feel like it's going to be eaten or it's going to be harmed. He made sure that it reached the lawn and found its place back with nature rather than inside our home, where it could have very easily been crushed under anybody's feet. And that's what I realized, that the biggest thing I've learned from my pets is kindness, and I try to give it back to the world a little bit every day. But that's one of the reasons that I believe we must have a pet. We must have something that reminds us of why are we still alive? Why are we living? What is our purpose to be here? Just to be nice to others, to be able to spread joy, to be able to gain joy, to be able to have fun while we spend our little lifetimes on earth. And with Stitch, I think we all discovered a whole new version of ourselves. The greatest thing that happened is when the lockdown happened in 2020, I happened to be at home in Ahmedabad, and I stayed through March, April, through the entire lockdown. I was there for about 8-9 months. That is rare, like never has it happened before that I've been in Ahmedabad for so long at a stretch. So I got a lot of time to spend with Stitch before we lost him in April in 2020. Stitch left a void which I don't think can ever be filled by anybody. And we actually have him right here on the farm. We decided to keep him close, so we made a small burial somewhere behind over there. That void left more of a pit in our hearts. You know, it's like he took a little bit of our hearts with him when he left. That's exactly why I couldn't have stayed any longer to bring home another curious little guy. Stitch was given his name by me, but the newest member of our family, who you've been seeing, is called Barkus. So I'm a Gujarati. I come from very, very thick Gujarati roots, and my mom named him even before we decided to bring one home. So I remember texting a friend and asking her that I think I want to get a golden this time, and who is the best person who I should reach out to bring home something which is of something that is going to remind me less of Stitch. I mean, you know, I didn't want to go down that path again, and I think that's anyway impossible. So she told me to get in touch with Purvi, and I got in touch with Purvi, and Purvi too told me that it's going to take about 2 to 3 months to find out the right thing for you, the right pet for you. And after 3 days, she gives me a call. We have 2 golden retrievers. Would you like to come and take a look? And I remember I jumped out of my chair. I was sitting at the dining table. I jumped out of my chair and I'm like, Papa, we have to go, you know, tomorrow, today at, you know, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, something like that. And he's like, I have work. And I'm like, you know what? You forget about the work today because I'm done with your work and you're going with me. And I don't know what happened to him. He listened to me, and we didn't tell my mom where we were going. And we just sat with her in the car and we were like, just jaiye chhe amra. Sorry, that's Gujarati. It's like, just ja rahe hain abhi, yahan pe kahin pe ja rahe hain. And we reached Just Dogs, and she's like, why are we at a pet store? So we're like, then we were just quiet because we didn't know how to handle it anymore. So then she got it. So she's like, how can we get a pet? We can't get a pet. It's COVID times, and you know, you can't take him out for a walk. It is very risky. There's gonna be so many germs, and we are not equipped right now. We're not in that mental state. And I'm like, Mom, just let's go and take a look. And I knew in my heart, the minute she would see him, she would know that she wants to take him home. So it was a fully nicely dramatized plan, and it totally worked. So as soon as we reached, she saw and she played with him, and there were 2 puppies actually. And the one that hung around her the most is the one we had to bring home because, well, it's Mom. You can't argue, right? So we brought home Barkus, and we tried 100 names. So we decided कि उसको हर एक अलग-अलग नाम से बुलाएंगे. We had shortlisted about 17 or 18 names. We tried calling out to him every few hours with a different name, and it's funny, he would respond to Barkus, and I had to give in. And Barkus really comes out of 2 languages also. So there's an English name for dogs which is Marcus, and you change that a little bit, and bark also goes with the woof that dogs do. So Barkus, and in Gujarati that means extremely mischievous, and he lives up to his name. He is extremely mischievous, but also he is such a goody, cutie little one. I cannot. He's irresistibly cute. It is unfair to be that cute. I would like to be that cute. By the time we wake up, the house is open, and you know, everything is working, and घर शुरू हो जाता है ना, जो सुबह सुबह वो हो जाता है. तो ये आ जाता है हमारे कमरों के बाहर, and he's in his own way knocking at our doors, asking us to wake because subah ho gayi hai. And we have to let him in. He will sniff around, and then on his own he will go back downstairs. This is an exact contradiction to what Stitch used to be. He's not afraid of heights. He will jump from literally anywhere to anywhere. And to compare, we never allowed Stitch to get on the sofas or come upstairs to our rooms. As opposed to him, he doesn't listen to anybody, so it's beyond us. He sits on the sofa like he owns them. He comes to our rooms like he's some kind of inspector. He does that all the time. He's always in everybody's rooms, and the one thing that is funny with him is that he's very slow, slightly slower than dogs should be. He's funny like that, because if you throw him a treat, he's going to watch you throw it, and he's going to let it land, and then he's going to eat it. First of all, he has to find it, kahan gira, and then he's going to eat it. So he's slightly slow, but I think I don't mind that. He's probably young, so that's taking that much time. But in general, I think he's most attached to my mother. He'll listen to her, he won't bite her. He will really obey every command that Mama actually passes. With me, my God, I don't know, am I some kind of toy to him? He can bite my hair, he bites my ears, he bites my chin, he bites my hands, he bites every part of my body, because why not? I'm a toy. So that's what happens. And with Dad too, he plays incredibly much with Dad, but he's slightly scared of Dad. I don't know, that's is that natural? Not scared, but I think with Mom, he's a big show-off that I'm your pet. And with me, since it's like that in our family. He's my brother, not my son. He's my mom and dad's son. So he's really acting out to be a little brother and being a ridiculously... He's a menace, but I think we like that about him. We like that we have that kind of a joy in our lives, in our dailies. And like I said, with Jaipal Bhai, who takes care of our household, he is super scared of him. He gets his food from over there, so he better behave. So that's his whole definition of staying with Jaipal Bhai. He'll play the most with him, and he will also, he's also most scared of him. So yeah, that's how Barkis is with us, and honestly, he's a blessing. To have him is to have a reason to come back home. I used to love staying in Bombay, but since we've brought him here, I have new reasons to come back home earlier than my trip actually needs me to be there. Every time I go out, I know that I'm coming back home and something is going to jump at me and going to remind me of how much love there is in the world. And I think he's one of the reasons I've stopped complaining about my life. I've stopped finding faults with most things, because there's so much more to life, and all of that comes to being when your being meets another being. The good changes, the happiness, and the right thing to do comes to you when you're mentally at peace. And the only time you're mentally at peace is when you have unconditional love and support from someone who doesn't expect it back.